Everyone wants attention of family, friends, and everyone in our life. Because when we gain attention, that give us happiness. But sometime we need to keep silence to gain attention because that is very powerful. And that have strong effect as, before you speak, Buddha said, let your words pass through these 3 gates. Is it valuable? Is it necessary? And is it making a difference? And the person who understands when, where, and how much to speak, no one can stop that person from being successful. Because a spoken word, like a spent arrow, never returns. Words are like weapons that must be learned to use properly because people who have no control over their speaking always put themselves in danger. If you know when to speak and how much to speak, you will be very strong and powerful. Now, let me clarify that silence does not mean not speaking anything without any valuable reason. It means speaking only when it is necessary or valuable. The greatest warrior Sun Tzu said when he learned when to speak and why not to speak, he said he defeated thousands of his enemies with his power of silence. So many times he said, when you stay silent, it makes your enemies perplexed. And they start thinking about you and your plan, that what you are going to do, what's your next move, because of the fear. And in this way they lost focus on their own goals and they lost themselves. 2. Silence increase focus. Silence is the presence of focus rather than the absence of words. People have a lot of ideas and things to say, but they don't say anything unless it is absolutely necessary. If you want to do something big in life or work on any kind of project, you need focus. And what did you need to have that kind of laser focus? Let me tell you a story. In a mosque in his childhood used to stay silent most of the time, so his parents thought he had a serious problem because most of the time he can't listen anything, so their parents took him to the hospital. But the doctor said he's well, and eventually they found out the reason why he can't use to hear anything, because his study with laser focus. Now you can see the power of laser focus. 3 seconds of silence draws people's attention. If you have ever been in a classroom or a group situation, you have most likely experienced how silence often gets everyone's attention. If the teacher is talking away, the listeners' minds might start to wonder. When the speaker stops talking, a signal goes to the brain that something has happened. All of them suddenly pay attention to try and figure out why communication has stopped. People take notice and we gain their attention if you remain silent and focus on your goal. If you speak only when necessary, then people's attention is drawn to you. Or if you remain silent and speak only what is valuable, then people will listen to you. People will value you. People will remember you and recommend you. Number 4, silence fosters trust. And in order to achieve success, I must connect with successful people and develop effective relationships. Relationships are very important in life. So if you want to develop effective relationships or connect with successful people, you must first build trust. And you must listen to them in order to create trust. That is what successful individuals do. They do not do all of the talking. When some people meet with successful people, they start chattering and go busy talking about their own stuff. But successful people mostly focus on listening. They ask questions about the other person and listen to them. When you listen to a person carefully, they will realize they are valuable in your life. They will feel themselves as an important person, and in this way they will trust you. And in order to create trust, you must listen to them. So flip the script and let them wonder what you are thinking. Maybe you obtained a job and were asked for a pay, or the employer mentioned a wage number. But you want more, so don't answer right away. Don't say I'll take it or no, delay. Stay silent for a minute. The discomfort of silence will make the other person want to fill the hole. And start talking. Allow them to share information that will give you an advantage moving ahead in the conversation. Silence breeds power. The majority of us dislike silence, and we are afraid of it because we associate silence with insignificance, because we all want to be heard and seen, liked and loved by people. We all want people's attention. We all want to show people we always want to be something or someone good in the eyes of another person. We rely on other people's opinions, as their opinions make us feel good, but sometimes their opinions make us feel bad. So we give our power away. If we recognize how to connect, allowing silence, listen to our breathe, it opens the possibility to find out the self-value right there. You don't need people to tell you who you are and what you are capable of, what you can and what you can't, which they eventually tell you from their own limited perspective. Instead of that, if we stay silent, we would find our inner voice and would realize that we are already all we need to be, and accepting who you are is a victory. Silence.